Yeah, you know, you're all stars, but these are consciousness elite. We jump into it like a spaceship, and the males is like suns, and females is like with too much separation, too much distance. There's no creation possible. Baby, every little step I take to get closer, you get going so far. Every little step I take to get closer, you get going so far. Every little step I take to get closer, you get going so far. Every little step I take to get closer, you get going so far. Yes, I got a show up. Now, baby, get that glow like it's like I would never need a loan cause I'm priceless. Going left cause the slow never righteous. Alright, why you wanna be alone like an ISIS? On the light, I can show you a crisis. You know, we can go to God's home where the light is. You might even wanna pose for the nice pic. Like, girl, you could be in the dark with your night shit. Why you cut the lights off? You ain't bright as I thought you were. Girl, you know it's my boss. You've been everywhere around the world except Saturn, Venus, and Mars. Just need you around me, girl, but I know you just being a star. Oh, yeah, you little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far. Yeah, every little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far. Like every little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far. Yeah, alright now. I will never forget you, girl, you forever be a memory. When I'm laying in my bed, you be living in my head and you stand there written free. But you turned on me instead, I don't really understand why you turned into an enemy. Journey to the land, I don't really got a plan, but I need you free. Yeah. You speak to me all the time, call me. I used to call you all the time, I don't call you. Call me all the time, where I've been, that girl, put me in your mind, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you, be a little closer, you might get ass what the so conscious all the time, yeah. Every little step I take to get close to you, going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you're going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you're going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you're going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far. Every little step I take to get close to you, you keep going so far.
To like the coolest person I've ever met, and you don't even have to try.
I try really hard actually.
I try really hard, actually. You know what I'm saying? Something I did. It wasn't hard to say that. Certain shit ain't hard to do, but I try very hard. I try. Now I see it's like kind of like flunked out online right now. So in the middle of my mixtape and stuff like that, and do what I'm doing, I say, hey, I might as well decide to go live then, and might as well switch it from me just talking shit and make it a whole open panel. You know what I'm saying? Where I know ain't nobody got no smoke, but friendly Q&A. I know I probably answered your question before you even thought about it in your brain. So you just look at me as the Flash. I'm Flash right now. I'm Hermes right now. Whatever your thought, I'm already in that emanation. I'm already in that galaxy. I'm already in that world. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go to the ends, the layers of the universe without me being there first. I was there first. As soon as you even show me where you coming from, I see it, and I was there before, and I jumped there behind you and stuff like that. Oh, Sam. That's what Flash is. I don't know what nobody else talking about. I don't know what DC Comics talking about, Marvel Comics talking about. Stuff. I'm the only one that sparked the first Flash, electric ball, and goddamn outside the goddamn first gate. Said the first holy gate, the holy pearly gate. That's it. That took a flash in existence. Only person that can flash and don't care about it is me down here. I don't see no one else that can do that in reality, especially nobody in no position of power. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that. I told Joe Biden to get OnlyFans. His whole goddamn political career will be over. Can't do it. Can't do it. Scorpio or not, can't do it. You can't do it. I'm saying, we're gonna make something real clear and direct, man. This will be an open panel about anything, friendly Q&A. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm sitting here telling y'all how I fashion and craft the first spaceship, first the cucumber principle shit, the cucumber shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Where it's not you can only eat from one tree but you can eat from all the trees, only don't eat from one tree. No, in this reality, only eat from that one tree. The hell with all the other trees. You know what I'm saying? The other trees got bad fruit. One tree called Christianity, one tree called Catholicism. We all one tree, mental illness, one tree arthritis behind the left thigh muscle. All this type of stuff that, yeah, my world, one tree only. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is in reverse. One tree up there could replenish millions and billions of trees down here. A person with a retarded mind talk about, oh no, it's multiple trees up here and don't eat from one. We end up fighting only for one tree left down here. You see how things go? You gotta put things in a perspective. You gotta know how to put things in a perspective. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to put things in a goddamn perspective. Goddamn. Damn, make beaver dams, water dams. You know what I'm saying? Bee nest dams. All kind of just don't be damned. God damn. And that's it. But other than that, there's a whole bunch of formations. I don't want to get into that yet until it's like 12 minutes. Right now, I just want to talk shit. And then if somebody want to click the link in the middle of everything, you can. It's just open because right now online Sunday is dry. So the one that's Dolo, not a dodo, is going to take this little birdie feather rings and fly. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get this Sunday school and teaching, Sunday preacher and shit. Sunday preacher shit. You know what I'm saying? Give a damn about a goddamn Sunday. I'm gonna tell you that. Sometimes I wake up, I don't even know what day it is. I might be one day ahead of y'all, one day behind y'all. The day I'm going by, that one day is probably about 12 years for y'all. It's like just one day for me. Like 12 years to y'all is one day to me. Like, real shit. Oh, one day. Y'all be thinking this, oh, different day, same shit, different day. You just lost in polarization, bitch. You ain't did nothing different I ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I pick what day I want to jump down in and be at. I'm saying that day is what suit me best. I treat realities like a bitch. I don't treat me like one. I don't get influenced. Today's Sunday, Monday. But today's Sunday. What you gonna do for me? What you do for me lately? What you do for me lately, Sunday? I'm the Sunday of all Sundays. I'm the nights of all nights. The dark horse of all horses and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? When you claiming you only want one night, your bitch is saying she only want one flight. That's the flight. That's the night of all nights. Each and every micro night is only want to be spent with that one night, that one flight. Yo, that's it. I'm on the holy of holies. I'm not in that. I'm in the holy. I'm not in no Holy Ghost, holy Christianity. No. Holy. Welcome to the 7th and 8th and 9th dimension, bitch. If you want to get geometrically Platoed out with it. Is what they was talking about. They was trying to always create some mathematical precision out of what other people doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to help y'all understand. All the way down to them pyramids they started to upcraft. They ain't did nothing but see a TP first. And it's like, oh yeah, shit, let's play God to them. Let's make a pyramid bricks. Shit ain't about nothing. It's all native hobbyism. You know what I'm saying? You see a pyramid on the back. Masons worship natives. You see any pyramid or whatever like that, yeah, they worship TP land. That's it. It'll never go no further than that. Don't ever let nobody who from Europe tell you they came up with that first. You know damn well you can't see no building block, no triangle on top, unless they started copying the natives. They're all castles and crooks and Brooklyn Queens harlot. That's it. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Don't ever let nobody take your history away from you like you don't know what's going on. I said that's what's y'all problem right now. Y'all shit got eradicated and you believe your shit is they shit now and they shit is your shit and you don't even know which part of it is. So you get confused based off migration. A lot of y'all are migration babies. That should be the new name for Pan-Africans, Aboriginals, FBA, y'all migration babies. So, because just like they got the baby booming, that's what y'all is, migration babies. So yeah, y'all are native to America. This migration babies, mutts. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Saying we all mutts a little bit. Keyword, a little bit. Some people, a lot of it. But at the same time, this is shit. It's just a mixture of ethnicities. Figure out that one drop shit is retarded. Figure out which one you can mix and mingle with and which one you got the largest percentage scale. Start reclaiming your goddamn God government concepts. Other than that, you're finished. You're done. You're done for. You fall for anything. Anything you fall for, anybody could make up. Just sign some peace treaty shit and say, "Oh, so mote it be. I believe it." No, that's it. All they got to do is write. They got some cold ass poetry system, Shakespeare. I'm saying peace treaty shit. It's like cold, where they just sit somewhere and like just because the building they in and put fear in you to make you believe what the building they in mean, they can write something inside of it. Now they think they cooking. They inside the kitchen, they can write something down. Hey, I'm God from this day forward on a declaration. Dot. So mote it be since then. Y'all just believe. They're that simple. Pretty much was that simple. But we ain't gonna get into all that. I'm gonna sip my tea on all that, and we want to stay calm, cool, and collected, back on grounds and limits, and just talk about natural stuff, regular stuff, and regular people. And if y'all mind messed up, so you going through any problems right now that you need to get out of, you click the link. You know what I'm saying? You got any discrepancies because you think you seen whatever your religious God figure in your mind came and saved you and it wasn't me or something like that, click the link. You know what I'm saying? However the case it may be. Link, Lawrence, Orange, Solar, Keenan, and Kill, Amanda Face. Other than that, pardon me, y'all know I don't even need to do open panels. I straight up sit here and I could go 24 hours about my world that just come to be and look like where y'all at. And I don't even be talking about where y'all at, but I ain't got no choice but to be like it's the same thing because it condensed. No, sad. So I got to lift y'all back up. I got to raise y'all back up. I got to make your heavy cadensities much more lighter, mentally and physically. Whatever collection of thoughts you and feelings you in and make it heavy. Oh, I don't like life. To bend in as all this blood, adrenaline. Oh, I see the kitchen knife in my wrist. I'm saying we clean all that up. We clean all that up over here. Esoteric Ghost Flight Busters over here. We clean all that up. Because we don't need no dirtiness coming into the holy. And a lot of people ain't gonna be able to come in if they try. And they might be too tainted. They might ain't listen to my song Heaven Today. So they might ain't listen to what it means to not be so toxic and tainted and stuff like that. Because, you know, father ain't going to allow no company. So you just going to keep making your own military time down here. Keep making your own clock. Thinking it got something to do with 12 and 13. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It's whatever group of spirits make whatever we want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Y'all figure it out and try to calculate your own time before you die. That's it. Angels, atmospheres ain't even thinking about the our mind state. Nothing is in y'all human thoughts. When you watching my channel, you listening to atmosphere. If you want to take it into science, in the mind, you listening to angels. Bitch, that's the only thing you was out listening, dancing in the wind, and giving you messages, talking about shit. Let's make some peace treaty right now. We're gods of the shit. Something was in the wind first, bitch. Not your thoughts, nigga. Something else was in the wind first. You was in the atmosphere, bitch. You got certain winds that blew from the west and it went in your mind and stuff like that. It was a spirit in it saying, yo, you maybe have success doing it if you follow this. I'm saying, but you've been fucked up ever since. We didn't have about 300 years worth of wars and shit. You've been fucked up in the head. Real shit. Stop listening to angels now. Say that right now. No, y'all don't know how to act. Y'all don't know how to act. Stop. Let's stop. Some of them, you don't know how to act. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, we give you good gifts and talents and shit like that. It ain't like you ain't about to reap what you sow. You owe. You got to pay what you owe. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't got nothing to do with you created out of that esoteric currency and made it suit for you down here. You still owe the esoteric currency. It's just like, think about if you broke and you praying for $20, right? You might pray for $20, but the energy you putting behind that inanimate object, even to a word that you're putting in the universe, is, oh, I'm depressed and stuff like that. Then it's another person saying, even if I got $20 or not, I got something in my mind that I know is worth more than $20, even if I can just get it off for $20. You got something in your mind like you already got the $20 or something like that before you ask for it. Even if you ain't even asking for it, it ain't even a prayer at that point. It's an affirmation or a prayer with PREY. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to change the witchcraft sometimes. Of the washi hoop. But then for the most part, boom, the universe will be psyched up and be like, oh, let's fulfill more of that energy. Then the other person to be like, I need $20, but you saying it in the depressed energy. The depressed energy is the word. The word ain't an actual word. So we just creating terms to cause something that we're just having experiences that ain't necessarily the word. So stop arguing things into existence based off definition. I forgot what logical discrepancy they call that. I mean, a logical fallacy. But for the most part, yeah, you're gonna be in some energy and get more of that. And then you might even need $40 and $60 the next week, and then you might need to rob a bank the next month, and then you might need to be in jail for the rest of 20 years or some shit like that after. But there a whole bunch of that need and energy you put out, and the universe ain't even see what you said. $20. Don't give a fuck about what you said about the energy you in. So the energy you in, you ain't even gonna be in no concrete and collective space, even if you was to get the $20 or don't have it, to have that equilibrium from God to give you some good talent and Holy Spirits and the holy great spirit give you some good gifts that you can get out your situation that you ain't got to ask no goddamn more, motherfucker. Not even from them spooky shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how the spirit works. Other than that, somebody told y'all a goddamn lie. Somebody told you a goddamn lie. It ain't right. And you can buy all the manifestation books all you want. You ain't did nothing but manifest something for some goddamn group of Masons' pockets. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's pretty much it. Don't really go no further than that. And if you thought it went any further than that, you don't even need the SeaWorld no other way. Actually, this channel might not even be ready. You might not be ready for this channel and stuff like that. You might need to go back to grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. You know what I'm saying? Join the military, join a church, go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a Bible and you good to go. Don't step in this lane in the alien world and shit like that, where the new Bible that's 5 out is the goddamn microphone, headphone, the goddamn it camera, then goddamn it actual phone and something else. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was like in a computer. That's the new 5 holy Bibles, not just the Quran, the Christian book, the Talmud, the Mishnah. You know what I'm saying? All these things, the Valcum, whatever the fuck y'all call it. No. In the new alien world, the 5 Bibles is the microphone, the headphone, the actual phone, the computer, and the camera. That's the 5, the 5 pointed being that got turned into a robot down there. You know what I'm saying? So the head of it would be the headphones. You know what I'm saying? The left arm will probably be the microphone. The right arm will probably be the phone. The left leg will probably be the goddamn it. So we talking Allah now. The left leg will probably be Allah. You know what I'm saying? The be a camera. I mean, yeah, be a camera, and the right leg will be the computer. Oh, saying real shit. Now you got this new technological being and shit. Old new technological. You know what I'm saying? Got this new technology. You know what I'm saying? But that's the new 5 Holy Bible, though. You know what I'm saying? You got the headphones for the head, left hand, microphone, staff, stick, Moses, and turn in this. You know what I'm saying? Right hand, the actual phone, you self-reflect mirror, and suck into your emotions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Left leg, camera, karate kick, Bruce Lee, goddamn flying Liu Kang kick or something like that. Everybody getting recorded and shit. Everybody getting the kick of the new action flick movie and stuff that they know that they was in online. You know what I'm saying? Then the right leg, the computer, you know what I'm saying? Right, you can type in new emerald tablets and stuff like that. Your right leg, kneecap, tombstone, Undertaker, signature move, all this stuff, like all this shit. All this shit. You know what I'm saying? Uriel, see it. I see it since 2012. I'm like, oh, that's the new Bible, new Holy Bible right there. You know what I'm saying? Let me start praying on that right now. And became the most intelligent person online before you can even think, oh, you can get online to be intelligent. For yourself, I'm always ahead of the game. Hey, bitch, I'm Flash, man. I'm ahead of the game now. I know what Bible means in its actualities and formalities and shit. Like, bitch, get your weapon, bitch, get your weapon, bitch, get your sword, bitch. I'm saying I know what it takes. You don't got to tell me twice, not even one time, bitch. I say, oh, I get it as soon as I jump in. I get the game as soon as I jump in. Oh, that's it. We ain't jumping in no 6 feet water either, bitch. We diving deep. Nigga, I'm saying. What you want to know? Read all about it. I'm saying real shit. Hey. I tell you the time. 5-pointed being, bitch. I tell you the time. I tell you the time. I tell you the time. I tell you time. I said don't worry about nothing else. You thought I was about to start talking about 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Yeah, I want to talk about that, bitch. I want to talk about that, bitch. I want to talk about that time of day and time of year, the Lord of Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? Golden Fleece flying down, got new goddamn shoes that homeboy made. I forgot he was making all them Adidas and Reeboks. What's homeboy name? I forgot he was putting wings on the back of him and shit like that. What's this dude name? I forgot his name. I'm saying the Adidas, damn, what's homeboy name? I forget his name. Y'all probably don't know his name either. You know what I'm saying? He kind of got ran out the shoe industry because he did some slight racism shit towards Africans. He had the Adidas with the monkey on the shoestrings, the 2 monkeys on the shoestring. Nah, Kanye, shout out to Elheem. No, Kanye West had some shoes from him, but Jeremy Scott. There we go. You know what I'm saying? That ain't likely for me to forget about any type of unique silhouette because that come from native shit. So even we look at Jordans where we can see the uniqueness. Nice silhouette design, swirly shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not good. That's not normal for me to forget about anything silhouette-y and stuff that got a notoriety in the world. The Jeremy Scotts. They ran him out a little bit though, due to the fact of he had the shoestring Adidas with the monkey. Monkeys, the wings was cold, the Hermes was cold, so he fucked up though. They always fuck up when they get too comfortable and got too many puppets that do be the ethnicity that they doing the hobbyism on at the moment, and then based upon the audience start catching on like, wait a minute, this ain't cool. Then the artist be like, why they don't like me? Then they blame the assistant. Then the assistant be like, wait, I don't know. And they gotta go run to the handler. Then the handler be like, oops. Because it always get reflected where it's like always lead back to racism again and slavery. I'm saying and genocide. I'm saying. I'm gonna sip my tea on that one. My coffee on that one. I'm sip my coffee on that one. We don't get too far into that one. We're gonna stay back on normal conversations. Good peaceful stuff any ethnicity can participate with. And that's it. I'm saying, we're gonna keep it peace. We're gonna keep it cute. We're gonna keep it cute for the rest of the year. We don't need no more toxicity going on while the sun in Scorpio. Then we don't need nothing else. We already got people second questioning. Should I push this button, I'll go to war. They're gonna chill. Chill. We don't need to entice nothing else. No immigrants who can't drive because they hungry to go run into another restaurant. Nothing. Nothing. All right. I'm saying I keep it cool, keep it cute, bitch. Yeah. Other than that, shout out to Dracos. You said it though. Yeah, Jeremy Scott though. Yeah, that ain't like me for me. I sit here, I'll be talking about shoes for days. Let me be quiet right now. A lot of y'all don't even know what I got on my feet. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't even need to get into shoes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know what these is. I ain't even want to show the tag. Though. Let me cover the tag. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what these is. A lot of y'all don't know what those is. Let me go ahead and show the tag. You know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing, but y'all know, but y'all don't know about y'all know nothing about stuff like that. Y'all saying you gotta be from certain areas in America, like to understand certain silhouettes mean something. It got different qualities behind it. Like you could jump the fence real fast. You could stand on corners for long hours and stuff like that. It means something when you step in a club or Walmart or something. It got meaning behind it. It got story behind it. We don't get too much into that fans be watching. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you from, just do a little history on that. You know what I'm saying? Travel Falks, British Knights, this stuff. No, I said do a little history on stuff like that. You'll be like, oh, okay, I'm walking on gold. I'm walking on gold a little bit when no one else knows. I'm part of a secret group no one knows. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lame. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Do your research on ponies. You know what I'm saying? Not no Sauconys, bitch, a pony. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The old editions, not no new updated version. You just no, we ain't talking about all that. You got to know certain colorways, certain years they came out, and who was wearing them or what it was worn for and what was going on at that time in that little 3-year span. And then you got to be in certain areas to even have this conversation I'm talking about in detail, bitch. Other than that, shut your ass up. Just know Ohio's the Steel City and shit, and the economy went bad when they got rid of Steel City. And I'm starting to think that was on purpose. Everything, how y'all see migration now, all this, I'm starting to think, oh, they just shut down the steel mills on purpose. I'm starting to think a lot. I'm really starting to think a lot. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Starting to think a lot of stuff be only because it's that 4th year is ready to vote again. I'm starting to think a lot of stuff probably just because of that. Every election, every 4 years, of something floating in the sky, some floating water storm. There's a floating water storm in the sky and shit like that will wash people away. I'm saying shit every 4 years. So I start thinking real good. Start thinking real good. You know what I'm saying? Got food prices going up, gas always about $10 a gallon and shit. Every 4 to 8 years, I start putting pieces together. Like, oh, this piece, a puzzle piece. Yeah, it's all these puzzle pieces. Real shit. Start comparing and contrasting. Oh, okay, this puzzle piece, reason why I got this trauma. This puzzle piece, reason why I got this mental illness. All this puzzle, reason why I got fears. And goddamn, I know what is like. Where's that knife in the kitchen? My wrist. I start thinking real good, like where it come from. Certain stuff be coming from. It's gonna be floating vampires. I start understanding how the movie Freddy Krueger was made and shit. Like I start thinking real good. Like, oh, I see what was going on the whole time in real life. Get away from me, bastard! Stay away from me. I'm gonna sip my coffee on that, though. I'm gonna sip my coffee on that. We ain't gonna go too far into those type of things. We're gonna keep it surface level, foundational stuff like that. We all better say. Let me get into how we fashioning mentalities. You know what I'm saying? How we fashioning, crafting mind states and chakras and samsaras and shit, brahmanas and shit. Hey, universe inside you, bitch. Let's go in the matrix. Going in the matrix now. You know what I'm saying? Going to Thunderbird, B-Nest flying on flaming 2 wings. You could figure out where the one bird at. All right, now let's check this out. Now, look, when we start talking about the holies, all holies and things of that nature, before we even create a sound and become whole, right? That's the essence we're creating for you to even know what's a piece of something and what's a whole of something. And when you have your own position and perspective and observation, you have a piece of the whole. Now, before we get deep, you need to understand we're utilizing terminology to represent a point of reference so you can get there. The word physically supposed to represent the anatomy that points you to the direction of where you're supposed to go in your spaceship, which is the mind. Once you know how to separate the word from the mind, and the word is just an object or a utility or something to help you drive better in the mind, in the spaceship, then you're able to go to these, esoteric geographical locations without the concept that we're manifesting to use that we call baggage or semi-dumpster truck parking, can't move nowhere far, you think too slow, and you need to broaden your awareness of your mind. Think about thinking like the natives. Your mind is a vehicle, and it could be anything within the atmosphere that a man would have to mimic themselves, even to wills that they even copy of natives to even create physically to feel like they're doing it in real life, but it'd be only in their mind. You know what I'm saying? where when you're doing it only in your mind, you create the organ or the physical or the knowledge representation that means that parable, that if we do bring it into reality, it only could go two ways: is we doing it in harmonious ways or harmful ways. But the knowledge itself comes from the mental practitioner. Never get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's how you keep things in its natural perspective at its starting point. Now, pardon me, y'all. So when it comes into emanating and things of that nature, right? So we're in a situation where your spirit, I don't want to say y'all right now, I want to talk about how I fashion things of that nature. So when it comes into emanations and polarizations and stuff like that, now, before we even call these things what they are, as far as you having a piece and there being a whole of something, this is something the spirit create as a form of an awareness. So when you create your own subjective awareness, you have the ability to create an awareness of the objective and have a small awareness of a subjective based off your position. Now, when I say the objective, that's not a thing. What I'm talking about is the concept of awareness is the spirit creating it itself. So the spirit, not, you get lost in words. When I say spirit creating itself, it's not the spirit creating itself. It's the spirit, nothing, creating something it can actually utilize. And this is what we're calling a self. All these words represent experiences of something that we're actually creating. And once it condenses based upon creation, mutation, evolution, it becomes something we can actually utilize as an actual mental frame, a word, and a physical representation when that sperm and seed start to grow within nature. And then we could go with the very same thing we created from the inside out and go use it for a necessity, whether it's food, shelter, or clothing, which is the only necessities that's supposed to be having an importance, not colonized to the certain degree that we have it in right now. So when you look at it within that layer, right, it's putting you through a perspective of understanding how to separate from you thinking it's the brain first and the mind, and understanding it's the mind first, condensing and becoming a brain, and the spirit is the observer, and the spirit can't be the thing it's observing. So you could change mental states, but yet what is the thing observing? You changing your mind and you not having the same collection of thoughts you had 5 years ago, and you developing different thoughts. What is the thing observing and crafting these different chemicals and alchemies that we say putting together a mind state, right? So and then it goes through a transition: birth, life, death, aka gas, liquid, solid. And then that transition is you getting in one form and then getting out of that to know how to create another form that was better than the previous one. And if you didn't know how to do the previous one that's getting ready to expire, and you're still in that type of same space and you didn't pulse it right, aka expand and contract, learn everything about it, then you separate once it expire as a body and a mind, environment and atmosphere, and then you just stay in that same space to make the same kind of frequency and vibration that develop as energy. Frequency, astronomy, vibration, astrology, and enemy, goddamn the energy of it. That could be impactful, whether you could just see it as emanation of light or physically have a representation of it, like getting hit by wind or feeling water and actually people, or the smell, touch, sight, see, and hear type of shit. I said sight and see. Smell, touch, see, hear, and feel, whatever the case. I keep saying one of them twice. So y'all know how to throw the other one in. That I flip it in. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's just a circumstance where we're creating. You're the creator, not the creation. And based upon your level of creation, that lets you know what level of comprehension you have, and that lets you know what space you represent. If you're more inner or more expanded and outer, that could develop more comprehension or not. And that's how we're knowing who was here longer, no matter how we're portaling ourselves through in different time frames when everybody have their own first time. So first is just the energy of itself. So just because this is your first time here now, don't mean that wasn't your first time here somewhere else. For an example, we could see small emanations of that right now. Just because you the first child, if you got siblings, that don't mean the second child, they ain't the first one that was second. Because if your mother was to have a third child, then the third child ain't the second one. So the second one was the first one to be the second one. So that there you have to see it. The more we get condensed, the smaller it gets to find how we're how we're polarized and shit, and to find the equilibrium. So the percentage level of the overall experience get less and less and less and get clouded. But if you're able to, well, the Holy One is back. But if you're able to understand these things on your own, you'll be able to pull out how you condense and came to be, and understand where that come from a seat. So you can see where you coming from in all of its natural states, not just listen to someone else and try to see where they coming from and look at that as a logical term, the washi who gave you in order to be an observation and not even do no shadow work with your damn self. You could straight up still be a priest and a pedophile, and somehow down the line, Christianity or Catholicism is going to still take you to heaven. Get your ass out of here. Who gave you that nature in the first place? You going to that heaven or hell, that animal heaven or hell. That ain't got nothing to do with what you was imagining. That demonic heaven, talk about they're going to get 7 million wives or something like that. And that demonic hell is talking about you just not going to get it. Both of them is in one world. They both in a hell. So whoever got that mentality or goth idea, whatever like that, nothing changed you from just your natures and your group of people being hellistic. That ain't got nothing to do with no overall shit. That's the world y'all created for yourselves. Y'all separate yourselves from everything. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's already going to play out like being tainted first. And then it's gonna play out as separation spiritually. And shit, you got an observation, so you don't want to call it the spirit. You don't believe it. You turn it into logic. So your spirit only believe in mental symbols. Your spirit or your ability to observe get trapped into everything you gave important, the actual matter. You only gonna be able to observe a brick as your life. No, you're gonna be thinking you dreaming. In actual reality, when things been into the enemy, your ass stuck in something that people calling in science something that ain't sentient and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But for you to even get out of it, it has to deteriorate. You're gonna know all about it though. And then if you even able to come back in life out of that hell, because you'll get time to get out of that purgatory, you'll only know how to make those conditions confined. You're gonna be the most extreme rebellious child, no matter what they're doing, bad or good. You're rebellious to it. Whatever you do, you create confined situations in the mind that play out as your physical situations, and you end up being confined, and you get trapped in whatever you had most importance with in the previous life that you was in. So if you're a person who was in and making a lot of money off of jail, you all the kind of lifestyles, you about to be in your own cycle of hell. You're gonna create a whole bunch of lifestyles of you being in jail. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it right now, right? People don't understand. People think it's Mormonism. They think you're going somewhere out there. No, you create the dance inside, and out there is here. We all share the same space. You either going to create that same sufficient heaven or hell on earth, or you're not. So look at it this way, right? Why do you think the highest percentage rate of people in prison is whites and blacks, right? Because those was the first people that came together with the Africans and the Britons to colonize, to make a military, and then make that worthwhile. So as we go through these 100-year shifts, they're the only spirits being born in families that's leading them in jail. So it's like being in bondage of yourself. It's almost like watching my video where if you see me in a graveyard and at the end you see me walking around a gang of caskets, right? And if I'm here, and I don't even have to think like this, but it's just how it is. If I'm here claiming I'm Archangel Uriel and I'm just minding my business, but my lyrics somehow the way they is, oh, got one of them flying. Oh, that's a moth. And my videos are just the way it is and things of that nature. And then for the most part, and then I'm saying I'm Archangel Uriel, and then I'm walking in a grave. And listen, the only people who made the graveyard funeral witchcraft is all the Masons and shit, and the people who think they rulers. And if I'm sitting here rapping real good, I don't even gotta think about it, but it's automatically gonna be taken as, oh damn, we're in a new world where everybody who thought they was doing something, they're in their own hell. And then the person they built it for is walking on their body, talking about I'm here and all the shit, and I'm back, bitch. Y'all built the world for me. You so sad. It's like inevitable. You can't even stop it. You don't even have to wake up. If Joe Osteen was to like not even wake up, it'll still play out that same kind of energy, right? Whoever made the church important is everybody who coming to the church getting preached to by Joel Osteen. And then you got the people who's tainted, probably looking at Joel Osteen like he don't even know what he's talking about. He ain't initiated yet. You can't come out and run his church though. Yet he talking about all the shit y'all created, right? That's how it works. So you would have to go to the church or secretly go behind closed doors if you initiated to like, it's like you're just giving away your energy, giving away your lenience via migration type shit. Like that's something you can't stop because it's like life type thingy. Like you get rid of yourself type shit. But at the same time, that's why y'all have to be careful what you give total importance to if it ain't got no actual concept where you can circle out the square, aka make something expanded. For an example, let's say we created some type of brotherhood, and let's say this was the logo. It should be a situation where we come together and you're able to make your own specific logo, and we're not all in some group where this just the main logo and you got your own logo. No, the oral tradition and what we do is just what we do, like tribal. So your own logo and someone else's own logo, that's it. But whoever don't understand that, they understand the vibe of it. That's something going on with logos. And see what I'm saying? So that's the esoteric way you're supposed to hold it. That becomes oral tradition that the natives understand. And we don't speak. We don't teach. That's when I bring y'all to me. And people was around me that for a little bit, especially when we was in New York City. We did a little, and y'all ain't even know what we was doing. I made a live sweat lodge in the middle of England, New York City for y'all. All the races, all the multicultural. They had everybody dancing. That's what the natives do. We have good times. But that is the spiritual prayer. We create an atmosphere where that atmosphere turn into the environment. No one want to do other things in that environment but what we created in that atmosphere. Then that start to process and condense. Then people start thinking certain ways and making the structure around it. Might start coming up in their own mind. Hey, let's put this here instead of something else that they would put there. If it was a bunch of mentally frustrating people there, you see what I'm saying? It'd be things that suit more of that energy. Then that's a small piece of the world we expanded and made better. Other than that, you just got a collection of people who bring in demonic energies in the world and trying to cope and justify with it like it's something else. And it has nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that. So you got to be these things for real, or it's not real, it's tainted. But for the most part, that's how you uphold it. So it make people even care about, oh, I want my symbol. But they have to understand the mental oral tradition practice. This is how the natives can have an oral tradition, and we don't necessarily have to go ahead and write things down to relay it, because it'd be like we all practicing one symbol and we all lack our own ability of shadow working to some type of case to understand we supposed to have one esoteric symbol that we'll never even give a symbol to anyway. But the ability to know that we're making symbols amongst each other is already the understanding of it. So it become an honor thing or a morality thing to a certain degree, or however the case. It don't be no controlling thing where you can have a pervert Pee Wee Herman's online having access to doing some shit because they claim they went through an initiation. Yet they get exposed all the time by being pedophiles, not knowing how to keep their dick in their pants, all kind of weird shit and things of that nature. So who is we, but who is they to judge? Who is we to say it ain't what we do, is how we do it, but who is them to not take that into consideration for themselves? You see what I'm saying? That we really got to really peep game about certain shit. But at the same time, when you understand things from a actual perspective and the actual starting point, this allows you to not be behind when it comes to any type of spiritual, if you want to call it, race. But when you get lost into the physical, you may think that has something to do with racism. No, it just means what spirit could create the egg the fastest, and then other spirits come afterwards trying to reach an egg, aka trying to reach a better light of understanding for themselves that they think they're externalizing. But we're in a new shift where you need to understand we're crafting these things out. That's actually not the right way to look at it, right? All the way down to the womb and them even teaching you you're special because it was 1,000 sperm cells and you was the one that reached the egg. No, all them sperm cells became different parts of your body. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Like, that's weird. I don't know what microglass they got into. Sperm fluid is just fluid. They getting y'all lost in atoms so they can play God and singleize in the separation in every instant. Fluid is just fluid. Will one individual see out of a wave is their own particular particle. So take that mechanism and put it into their faulty science. You ain't seeing no sperm cells. You seeing sperm fluid. You're getting lost in their science to even consider it, because then that's how y'all getting lost into water particles, atom, breath, airs. Y'all now somebody could sell y'all air, talking about it 60 grams of air. You see what I'm saying? This is how gullible y'all are. And nothing in life shows y'all that. The only time you see water separate is when different temperatures interact and we see the actual mechanism God, the Great Spirit, show you evaporation. So that's either something becoming a bubble, there's something becoming lighter than that. You ain't gonna never see no atom or reach no atom state. It's always gonna be micro or microwave. And if you want to sing a lot of wave, bitch, that's your own perception of that wave. I'm pretty sure the person you next to gonna have a different perception. So don't let them get y'all lost in atoms. That's all that's made up. All that shit is made up shit. So what's happening is the whole sperm fluid interacting with the egg cell is the physical reproduction system that make what you got today. What we call a brain, a heart, a lung. So we know how we make organs. So I don't even understand why y'all be lost in over exaggeration shit. Your spirit got to be in a certain space. Hopefully it's the root chakra. You emanate more projections in there, a collection of thoughts and feelings. It condense and become blood, adrenaline. You get your dick hard. She get her egg cells wet, right? And then that fleshly fluid you just brought from the inside out of the mind, it condense and become a fleshly fluid. By those mentalities, it becomes fleshly fluid and adrenaline and stimuli. Then when you put the sperm cell to the egg cell, now we got the mechanism that make a heart, that make a brain, that make a lung. The end. Anything else is retardation. You don't see it in life. You only gonna see it on NASA. You only gonna see it on Google or some Bible or some retardation shit. Or you ain't reading the Bible right to know where they retarded at, but to know where they probably had an idea about something. If it got something to do with a monarchy and you just sharing the same organ. Beyond that, anything else is a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all be thinking about. Y'all must make it seem like it took some alien to bring a Bible down here to even teach y'all how to start fucking and have children. Like, no, y'all was having children. Thousands of people was here. And then it took a human to become old McDonald, 18 years old, to make a fucking Bible. So I don't know where the fuck y'all be getting lost at. What's wrong with y'all? It'd be the simplest shit y'all be dumb about because y'all getting lost by people y'all give importance to like they got some intelligence. I don't know why. All the way to the point of, let's even look at vehicles and actually melting metals. 80% of the people that came up with the best idea for it was your auntie and uncle, bitch. We had people complaining in history since the beginning of time doing what Prince did. Complaining about shit getting stole, liking getting stole. I came up with this first. Then we got some goddamn nigger bitch right now talking about they stole the concept of the Matrix from her, even though they wrote the Bible, but the whole Bible is native hobbyism. So it's just copying going every goddamn rare. This is any time in history, 80% of everything we enjoy ourselves with technology with, 80% of it was created by one of your aunties or uncles, bitch. And just someone, the small percent, the 1% figured out how to capitalize off of it. Bitch, that's it. That's the world you in. You ain't in no other world. You ain't in no world with someone who wrote your Bible, put in all the work. You ain't in no world with some collection of Gilder Masons actually was the ones who built the buildings and shit. Like, you ain't in no world like that, nigga. You in a world where you got a job and you did it. You put the railroad together. You ran the railroad track and got your family members jobs and shit. Told them, yeah, this is the way to escape, to get to America, to get rid of the natives with the people who gave us a good job called the railroad track and Hillary Tubman. Yeah, you the one. I'm saying, don't blame nobody else. Not even Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam just told you, yeah, fill out an application. But I'm saying the contract. The Harriet Tubman wasn't working on no goddamn railroad track without signing no goddamn application. Y'all got the game fucked up. You think Washi who trusts any of you? No. I'm saying he even do that. You got a job, nigga. Nigga. I'm going to sip my tea on that, though. We're going to get back into some peaceful stuff, knowledgeable concepts about the Holy Land here and stuff like that and things. And know about that. Get your mind right, energies and stuff about astrologies. And back to me making up the goddamn metaphysics of the world and shit like that. So you can know I'm the first archetype. I was hoping someone had some questions. We already an hour in, no questions. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like I said, right? This be the goddamn concept. So y'all got to know right now, too, on my channel, since I'm the most purest channel, and we're almost an hour in, and nobody get no question. That let you know 90% of the people who be getting added on to other people's podcasts is the fans, is the CIA. They're the only people participating with everybody online. We know that now because I'm the most purest channel. So any weird, funny business on my shit, we know that's what's going on all around the world in a way that everybody just can't be able to see it. So all you content creators, don't get happy and stuff thinking y'all getting like a lot of people interaction. No, you just being docile in an area you don't know you being docile at to be in some type of algorithm, and 90% of your interaction from chat to the people that click your link, the goddamn dialogue with you, the damn fans. Ooh, shit, they put them off right there. Get that nigga. Come here. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Don't come fucking with me in my live stream, bitch. So I started thinking that your ass a made up moth with damn cameras and shit. Oh, shit. You know they be trying to do that. It always fail though. They be trying to put cameras on mosquitoes and stuff like that, though, and moths and stuff, and ladybugs and stink bugs and stuff. It failed though. It failed after a while. But that's little. A lot of bugs is made up. Every bug ain't real. They got some new one out right now that fly. It got some like it looked like a goddamn Lamborghini pinstripe on it or something like that. Like it's like a perfect Lamborghini pinstripe on it. Like they orange, black and orange Lamborghini fly. Like I ain't never seen no like what the hell is this? So I'm like, this is some new creation shit like that after stink bug was created and shit like that. The thing is made out of is the thing it's attracted to. So always know that, right? Look. You got to think, you got to know everything in nature ain't natural. But if you're not spiritually in tune with nature and you didn't lost your, and you probably ain't close to no natives to understand what it means to connect with family and even the spiritual holy family, the land is the woman and the breaths is the men, then you won't know how to separate what's natural in nature and what's not and things of that nature. For an example, right? This is how you're supposed to understand it from a spiritual state. Whatever you're made out of is what you need. Can't nothing debunk that. We don't need language to understand that. So if you made out of such and such percentage scale of water, that's why you need water. If mosquitoes need your blood to make new babies, that lets you know what they're made of. This gets you a starting point of better comprehension of knowing how something gets developed, but you can have the right train of thought and line of reason and how to dialogue that. So you ain't just thinking, oh, well, he's trying to say mosquitoes come out of a human. No. Think about what a mosquito do to develop the babies, right? So obviously it had to been a dead animal or dead human's blood DNA first to drop in a water particle for those spirits that's no thing to become aware that share those similar traits to take what's already there, a world they in, and with their new energy to make a mechanism and become mosquitoes. So the very same thing that they're made out of is the very same thing that they need, right? So now when you put things in this natural context, right? When you think about some of these new bugs that's not in history, all the way down to y'all damn STDs, y'all mental bugs and physical bugs, right? Stink bugs, what do they gravitate towards? Tree bark. That let you know with that DNA that they're taking from sea creatures or rats and things of that nature, and then taking the material from nature with bacteria before it become fungus and stink before they make yeast off of it, because yeast practice is a Europe practice they've been doing for a long time based upon having lack of minerals and lack of that in their nature and stuff like that. So synthetic things and oatmeal and trying to find the smaller particles and nutrients and making things from dead bacteria because it ain't no life there and making yeast out of it to make bread and shit. Like this is their thing. See what I'm saying? So that was the first early things that led into them even doing genosplicing, where they take a tiger's DNA and mix it with and then because they get into that to the point they so much perverts, they want to body snatch everybody and migrate mentally and physically to the point they forgot their own genealogy because they don't give a fuck about it anyway. They the sun burnt them. They like, we don't want to experience that no more. Our God taught us to mix with everybody. No matter how we got to do it, even if we got to shove a gun or a sword down their throat and force it and create all kind of concepts in the world called great, called succubus, called all this shit. All the women, they come up with all this pervert shit based upon they fucked up mentality. Now look, so it lets you know even when they got you in something that they think is their world and you stay in the area and you being more of a beggar other than a person that's participating with the things they want you to do, like a colony. This is another reason why they invade New York with big old birds and rats and rodents and roaches and all these big old flies and things of that nature. And then it takes a while to spread out to everywhere else. But the same thing that these stink bugs and stuff like that is, and moss is some DNA from an actual butterfly that's synthetic. So anything poisonous is synthetic. Like, it ain't real. They're taking real things and mimic inversions. What you think their mind state leading to right now? Robots. Like, I hope y'all don't think this is far-fetched. I'm telling you the early stages, what they already at for you to even have 80% of the food you eat right now. This the shit they practice, nigga. I felt sorry for your mother. I said real shit, because y'all done lost y'all history, genealogy, spirituality. Y'all don't know if y'all coming or going. Everybody eating goddamn GMO, the plant-based fish. What the fuck is that? Just say you eating something plant-based. Why I gotta be chicken? Why I gotta be a burger? Why I got y'all fucking y'all guts up? All y'all gonna have cancer at the age of 40. I said real shit. All y'all gonna have some shit stuck to y'all stomach walls that somehow can't never get away. You can't never release or some goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit is. Y'all eating cancer. Y'all eating diabetes. Y'all might not think y'all feeling it now. Yeah, right. Y'all, it's gonna start off with y'all having menopause mentally. You can't think right. Once upon a time, you could think the little bit you could think left. 3 to 4 years ago, you had much more clarity. It's just like something ain't clicking now. You're like, well, I can't think, and we going through a shift. Man, it's them hormone imbalances y'all eating. Y'all all y'all hormones imbalanced. So y'all don't know what to think. So y'all all in fear or fight. Fear, fight, or flight. It's like they got you on some type. It's like they study this. They probably got a chalkboard, the esoteric drawing board, the DEA office, and they got what mechanism, chemistry, mentality chip we can do, not a physical chip or reality mentally one, and they probably got it wrote how we could put them in fear, fight, flight. Oh, said that's the only 3 strikes. Europe, the strike to take over the whole world, Central America shit that they got as a plan. They ain't got no other plan. You somewhere thinking they care about you and your grandma and they gonna make a cure. They don't give a fuck about you or y'all history. They barely remember theirs. They too busy trying to become transforming robots and RoboCop and shit like they've been trying to get our mind to get comfortable with since they dropped the movie RoboCop. And Terminator. This is thoughts these niggas been in for well long time before your ass even start thinking about you getting woke up, being woke. These niggas already woke, sleep somewhere else. These niggas already woke up and went to sleep in some damn machine somewhere. It's time for you to wake up and be like, wait a minute, I don't even want no parts of this whole type of lost reality that we got all access to all existence in. This some limited reality. No, I'm saying this ain't nothing. This ain't too far away from being a damn monkey. I'm cool. No, I'm saying a monkeyless monkey with no brains and shit. A monkeyless brain. No, I'm saying brainless monkey and shit like that. So now you just start thinking like, wait a minute, I ain't even come up with nothing new. I just seen the Wizard of Oz. Oh shit! I'm saying you start staying. Oh shit! These cats already know what they are. They just trying to make you them. I said, you start thinking you waking up getting deep. No, they already know what they are. They just trying to make you them. I think they knew they was vampires and beasts and I said this shit. And goblins and gremlins, and I'm melting. Man, for a person to think that invested, man, the best way they can cope is I made $1 million blockbuster hit, George Lucas, I'm rich. That's the best. But goddamn, you best to believe behind closed doors, there's some truth to that. Motherfuckers really melting. I'm melting. That hairline gone. I said it slid all the way to the goddamn Shirley Temple sideburn. Like, son of a I'm melting. Dick little. I said she like the dick melt to 3 inches and shit. I'm about to take it off Wi-Fi. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to take this off Wi-Fi. I'm saying. Let me see how long it was blurry. Yeah, but you're like, I'm melt. Oh, okay, we was good though. I'm melting. Dick melt to 3 inches and shit like that. Oh, I'm saying. Keep it real. Real sad. Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? Even the women over there. I'm melting. All the fat off her back melted off. Flat back, iron board. Oh, I'm saying. Hey, I don't really like to talk about women though. Uriel don't discriminate. All booties matter. As long as you got the little jiggle there and shit like that, you good to go in my mind. If you ain't got no jiggle though, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You done left God somewhere and shit like that. So you can have all the goddamn nice little pieces where they need to be on your body, where they supposed to be and shit like that. It still be stiff or something like that. It'd be like a diaper. It'd be like a diaper and shit. Like how you be seeing these chick artists on stage and shit like that. Every chick artist you see on stage be having some native hobbyism outfit on, but also a damn diaper and shit like that. So it'd be looking like, nah, something you left God or something like that. Nah, that's not attractive. That's not attractive. The diaper's not attractive in the holy world and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? God made river falls, water, jiggle ripples and stuff. Bubbles. You know what I'm saying? God ain't make beaver dam. And like know where the water can go. Like where's the water? Where's the ripple? Where, you know what I'm saying? Where's the layering? Where's the layering? You know what I'm saying? Where's the what is that? Say I think about it. It was like Sonic, like 5, 4, 3, blah blah. What is that? Saying real shit. It'll make me think I need surgery on my nuts just by getting twerked. Damn, I have to be in the hospital for 3 days just getting a dance or something like that. Real shit. I'm thinking of that. Damn. Real shit. So something left God a long time ago. So that woman left waterfalls in the spiritual world without it being water first. There was something else first. It was just a space you were supposed to be in, a little bit more free and circly. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more well-rounded or something like that. They probably wasn't in that space. It's probably based upon getting lost by demons. There's real vampires in this world. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's real vampires. They just online right there. They're online right now being humans. They ain't really vampires. They just being humans and playing costume right now. I'm the only real vampire in reality, though. You know what I'm saying? You want my blood, trust me. You want my blood, trust me. You want to get bit by a vampire like me, trust me. You'll live forever. You'll learn how to reverse age. You know what I'm saying? Live forever. Keep your hairline and stuff. Like everything. Everything will be straight and linguistic and cool. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. All my kids look, goddamn it, the universe holy children and stuff. Y'all know them little cake babies? Don't even be real babies unless I made one. Like online, like on Facebook, y'all be thinking they real. They be like, what kind of baby is this? What kind of man, they was just copying me and shit, made baby versions, but them little cakes and Barbie dolls and stuff. Like my actual babies is that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna show you my baby picture, bitch. You know better than that. Better than that, real shit. It's the same shit. But at the same time, we don't make nothing else. The holies don't make nothing else and stuff like that. As everybody else get retarded and reprobated out. But like I said, this is open panel. I'm saying how to build communities and tribes or whatever the case may be. Or for the most part, like I said, I get into the realm of reality of fashioning out forms and the early stages of creating the first spaceship, the first metacaneta and this thing of that nature. Now, that first mentality is a whole world to y'all. It ain't all the existence. It's just a realm of reality. It's just a reality. Like I see it as a quantum field. Y'all see it as the world. Y'all see it as this sun, this moon, everything. That is not nothing. That's just something within existence. And when you talk about space out there or something like that, when you're in a spiritual world, right, you always just where you at as a spirit. When you emanate a thought, that thought represent an area and you're already there in that area. But you're going to represent that area, that conscious, that character, that personification from your own. It ain't what we do, is how we do it, from your own subjective space. So it's always, it ain't what we do, is how we do it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Objective that we create, the ability to do it, then it becomes subjective. How you do the ability that we all have. So we all have the ability to make a substance, a mind. You're going to use your mind different. So when you use your mind to get lost from your spiritual soul tribe, you pop up with that spaceship in that desirable area that all the other spirits is creating, that realm of reality that become a realm or a world or a mind state. Then each spirit from their original space that they're emanating the beaming that thought from, right, going to use that thought and create that world. And whoever more expanded is going to be the most intelligent using their mind and body in that world. And where I'm from is just the mind. That's our first body. And then for the most part, whoever became aware more in inner, not expanded, because ain't no up, down, left, right. We make the square and the circles and triangles once we make in the world. But I'm talking about some other shit, somebody else's world. Then for the most part, because we all share the same existence, it's different realities. This is how we get packs and groups and cults, but at the same, and different species. And then when the other spirit, the collection of spirits all doing it, the more that's inner, they're going to be the more lapdoggy, the more retarded. And sometimes they might even be even more physically sufficient, but mentally more weak a little bit at times. but that could vary because it could be a person that's a double-edged sword. They had more experiences in that whole particular world itself, not another one, that one. So they figured out how to be smart and on the dumb end. So this would be a person that's physically, and that they probably did a lot of shit that everybody that they're around first. They probably did the shit first. Be more intelligent and more physically fit. But to be like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm talking about, bitch. So everything that they saying is coming across with more grace than anyone else that got some type of bias behind their nature based upon a validity issue, and that comes with problems and stimuli that people don't know because of what species y'all are and the level of comprehension y'all got and the lack of words that I can either give y'all, but I'm putting y'all to the river flow so you can know to start there if you want to develop words around it. But this is a very real thing, or you wouldn't have me here even breaking it down the way I'm breaking it down. Now, for the most part, like I said, now, when it gets into that little realm of reality, right now, depending on how long it's going to be upholded and how long it takes for it reach a state that it has to be imploded and things of that nature, that's going to be how much the spirits that made it going to be thinking they're getting it in while they're getting this good. And based upon the level of mistake, that's going to be the level of implosion. The level of grace, that's going to be the small piece of hope. And then therefore, that's what they're going to be having to deal with, whether you're a witness or a victim or being initiated within that same circumstance when it just comes to life. It don't even have to be what y'all calling cults and stuff like that. Just a circumstance, right? All the way to the point that you like football like someone else. It's the same type of situation. But these are our daily breads and daily battles that we deal with from a spiritual nature, understanding that we're supposed to be the ones conducting these natures before it condense and become the physical realm of reality to even allow it to affect you. And if you want to participate with it, you're doing it as a will, not a desire. Therefore, even if you was to participate, you're still not allowing yourself to receive the negative outcomes that other people who are foolish participate with things, not understanding the shadow work in their own natures and a percentage scale that they add into it, that even if something negative happened to them and it looked like it's justified that they could blame others, they still can't find a little root where they added into it that they ain't even supposed to be at that time and date to experience that shit in the first place. And then when everybody understand that, everybody is on the level. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. That's how everybody get on the motherfucking level in the sweat lodge. Good play. You see how I took you on a swirl, but you caught everything? And you know that wasn't gibberish. You know that was a point of reference. That was each second decon the chakra swirly coming up the mountain to the top. You know what I'm saying? That's a process. That's like a picture that you could draw it and be like, okay, I can remember how to get back there. Thank you, Uriel. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't make something like that's something down here and shit, because that's supposed to be seen in all things down here, not to be misused, just used. You will make the actual image for yourself to suit yourself, where the essence and that image play out in all instances. For an example, the image of a triangle, you can see a triangle in all things. Image of a circle, you can see a circle, you can see a square in all things. So when we're making Rubik's cubes, don't get too lost in shapes, because what shape is you other than a son or a daughter of the five-pointed being, the great spirit? And then you can walk with your cross once you get up and start to fly. That's actually flying. Your spirit is always inside of spaceships, and then it is made a body, a robot, but technically you always flying. Period. You're always making things out the atmosphere that condense and become the organ you can use to fly in. This how the native look at spaceships. Not space out there. There's always space between me and you. And the more distance, the more piece of the space you can have, and the more peaceful we can be and participate with the all, the great spirit, the whole spirit, to bring that into existence. So astrology, astronomy, anatomy, we have that presence on earth and we live amongst God. And then we actually have that atmosphere condense and become the environment as a landmass and an environment that we make organs that represent where we're going to be at in the atmosphere next to the sun. And that's what they've been stopping the natives from doing. The Clovis people, the Paleo Indians, they're stopping us from doing this shit, right? And try to mix us all up like we something else because we call ourselves different tribals and stuff like that. Bitch, we the same people. We know what we doing. We made the land. They don't understand that. They think it's voodoo. No, it ain't, bitch. This is why they trying to stop it and say and flatten everything. We making the hills, the valleys, the mountains, because we're emanating birth, life, and death, and it's becoming the actual material for that to be. And the spiritual experiences, we keep that ability So we make new minds and new bodies that represent that whole transition. So we make new dances, new dances. That ain't nothing but new atmosphere, new environments, new creatures to live in it and become the bug, sea creature, and animal up out of it. And then so the first bug, sea creature, and animal be the actual island coming out the water with the atmosphere around it. Father's breath, fucking mother, the womb, the land, the island that the Dar called it. See what I'm saying? And then we start to manifest from the mentality of it, the water. So this is native stuff. To be born and to become an adult, you're always going through the water. The water is your spirit, your individual soul go through the water, and that's spiritual birth and physical death, right? As the baptism going up there, and then in reverse, that play as a spiritual death, but a physical and a metaphysical mind and body birth into a more expanded world where you have more comprehension about the same existence that we all share this realities, different minds with. And it's how we compare and contrast different species, phenotype. You see what I'm saying? But it's always the here and now and things of that nature. But don't let nobody steer you any other way. And if anybody even saying shit like that, Holy Spirit, that comes from natives. You got people plagiarizing, and if whatever you use got something to do with someone getting rich or capitalizing off of it, those are the people that's plagiarizing the native land. They're doing African hobbyism. If y'all Africans can see it, and y'all need to start looking at that Asian hobbyism, y'all need to see it. How the fuck they got Chuck Norris, Chuck Nordic, Chuck No Man, you know what I'm saying, beating the fuck out of Bruce Lee and shit like that's Asian hobbyism. Y'all better understand what the fuck. Y'all listen, man. Y'all ain't peeping game. It's the washy who body snatching everybody. Why y'all don't see that? And getting rich. And somehow at the end of the movie, or for us to get an A in every classroom, we got to say, yeah, we happy y'all won. Y'all don't get that. Why y'all don't understand that? Something wrong with y'all. It's like very simple. It's in the movies, it's in the cartoons. If you was back with your ethnicity, no matter if you even native here now, but you're still the nationality. So let's say if you African American, learn the shit in Africa so you can see in America the hobbyism and the sarcasm they're playing on you in these movies, how they brought you here and stuff. For an example, the natives here, like me, we don't have the same issues, but we all went through the same problems with them for different reasons. This is how we had a revolution. But we get native hobbyism, so us natives don't like to play in movies no more. So they X'd us out of politics, they X'd us out of commercials, movies, and this did sarcasm for the next 200 years after that 100-year process of 300 years ago. I don't see why y'all don't understand that. So those Western sounding movies and stuff like that, and the samples in my beats, and that's the natural American sound. Now, when you get to y'all Africans, y'all start from having a job first and coming over here, helping them and not getting paid. But then slavery happened from a bunch of people that didn't want to be in the military and stuff like that. But then they updated it from y'all struggle. But look how they doing y'all hobbyism. They still pick y'all as rappers, but they give you a chain and a whip. African hobbyism from y'all lineage. This is what they did when they brought y'all on a boat. So this is their sarcasm to do y'all version hobbyism. Okay, y'all Asians, Bruce Lee. How they trying to get rid of y'all and things of that nature right now. It's the same concept. So they use swords for real and made samurai movies that somehow they win in 300 though. They win. Somehow they colder ninjas now though. They colder ninjas, but if you go to Asia, they the only ones doing the real Dragon Ball Z shit and shit like that. But somehow any movie that made the most money, follow the money, right? The 300 German Russian man made one. It's just remixing to another way to make you think it's something else. Look at the clothing. Knight Templar outfit. Guaranteed. Oh, I'm saying, goddamn, Darth Vader, different helmet. Guaranteed. Whether it's Batman, Knight Templar, Darth Vader, it's to be the same shit. Y'all be catching it. Why y'all don't catch it? Why y'all don't catch it? Y'all can't catch shit Michael did. I see shit clear. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I gotta say, I'm glad I upload my mixtape yet, because I got a bunch of songs and ideas I still gotta throw on it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the skits is dope. But man, y'all, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave that there, though. We're gonna leave that there. We're gonna get back into some regular shit. We're gonna get back into some regular shit, back in the holy grounds and stuff, foundation, so people can understand what's going on. Other than that, we create all kind of mental shit. But yeah, I'm actually breaking down, you know, if you're intelligent enough and you could pull the right, because it ain't about what I'm teaching. It's about how to actually pull out the sentiment of something, right? Almost like you ain't teaching people a specific diet. You teaching them what energy you got to be in on how to treat any diet. So if a person have to eat dirt or a person have to eat goddamn cucumbers all the time, right? It ain't about them doing specifically what work for you, because they might be what they call that when you have let's say people, they got that thing with shrimp where they can't eat it and they lips swell up. I forget what that term is. You might be something to it. I forgot that word. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. But so for the most part, it ain't about the specifics, the devil was in the detail. It's about the layering first. Allergic. Shout out to Booty Mercury Baby. Thank you for that. It's about the energy. And if a person used the same energy of whatever your diet is, that we can see the results that help you, then for the most part, that person will be able to do the same thing, even when things that you may do that's allergic to them, so they can't do it anyway. So if they was just to get pinned up, oh, well, am I doomed? They might get lost into the washi-who way of thinking and might think they have to start creating genocide and get rid of all that and mix with people. You know, it ain't that deep and shit like that. No, find what makes you work. You ain't got to do no Pee Wee Herman stealing people's shit. You could do what you work. And then if you take the same quality, you will see it work for you. Maybe you will get the better phenotype. You know what I'm saying? But how the case may be, you have to look at it. Reason why I'm saying that, because if you could pull the right words, what I'm saying, out without me saying it, you actually are being taught how to, goddamn it, time travel and mind read. I actually got a lecture on this, the hidden word or whatever like that. You got to know how to pull it out. But it's actually teach you how to time travel and mind read. So you know how to travel to the actual starting point of whatever seed being stimulated from a person's mind state. So the mind state is what we're reading. And when you know the original starting point, right, that's you time traveling. So for an example, right, let me make something simple for y'all. Because this side of natives, I'm Uriel, it's beyond natives. I'm just teaching y'all spirituality, how to animism the right way. You don't got to see a tree that been there 100 years to know that there's a tree growing that you seen just start growing 3 months, right? So if you understand the mechanism of the tree itself, you understand it's like time traveling. Even though you wasn't born and that tree that was here 100 years was here before you, based off you understanding the tree that you do see growing, and let's say you're not even seeing no tree, but you're understanding a tree that's already here, you're supposed to be able to jump into a space where you see within the atmosphere how that came to be based upon a train of thought and a line of reasoning. What actually happens is that's your time travel, where you go back to the place we fashioned it, but in your mind state, you may think you go back to the place where it got created. But going in that type of mind state, you're going back looking for something with an expectation, and you're gonna think you know what you're talking about, taking something like from me to add you to go to the spaceship and go to your world, go to that world for yourself with foolishness. Think you know something, still using your own mind, but with a filtering system, thinking something else made it. And then you bring some faulty knowledge back and dirtied up the hallway. I wasn't supposed to allow this is how I keep falling. I ain't really supposed to be talking about. See, this is the shit that natives really don't even talk about too, especially the angels. Holy. It's certain shit we can't even really be talking about like that. And if you think what I just said is petty, you don't even know where I'm at to even consider that as value. You're finished. You are a finished spirit. You've been lost, but it's deep. It's deep like. But just know, you know what I'm saying, that it's a craft and it's a practitioner. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be taken lightly and to be made a study out of, because it's something you intuitively can only understand for yourself, and those around you have to be there. You see what I'm saying? And it could be a training process, but that has to be done with gentility, and that, if that's even a word, it has to be done with great nurturing and value and care, and that's like a mind being precious. So the mind as well, because you'll go to these places with a whole bunch of filterings of what can help you with your invalidations, your biases, your like, you see what I'm saying? And these areas have nothing to do with anything. It just teach you how you even have these biases in the first place, which ultimately becomes the cure. But if you're not going to the holy area holy, then purely the cure can't be a cure. It's only going to be something that becomes a monetary cover up for something that you don't want to heal. It's something you want to continue. And that's where early stages of the demonic evil ones get created, and the evil shit that don't have to be in the world based upon, if I'm going to be big brother, father, madam, holy, then I got to make sure, you know, what comes with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Because we even see in a world where there's more percentage scale of people crying for help more than anything right now, being on opposite ends of circumstances that's just y'all creating amongst each other based off terms and conditions and shit like that. And basically the shit I be breaking down is kind of one of the reasons why it's that way in the first place. And how dare an individual even feel like they're in a position to make it seem like they're the ones doing that or in practitioner of it, when for the most part we have all the history based off stuff that lead to the things they like to start, peace treaties and writing down. So you can even go in history and start to see where the clown ship start, township start. You know what I'm saying? Where even clowns and stuff is native hobbyism. You know what I'm saying? Red bottom shoes, wearing things that represent death. It's about slaughtering natives and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? All of that though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said seriously, yeah, everything is native hobbyism. When you read the Christian, any Bible for real though, but specifically the Christian one, you know what I'm saying? And the old Septuagint. Really the old Septuagint, the Christian one is just some updated King James, Russia Mason version. You know what I'm saying? So these things is correlating to kings all the way down to y'all first couple of presidents that ain't real. They're correlated to European kings. So you could do your own research on that. I don't give a fuck what specific ones it is and things of that nature, right? You can just look, these things mean something though, right? George, these are, when you talk about things that's not native, we get into different people's linguistics and dialect. So this how the native understand language, because we be upholding ours. Y'all the only ones get eradicated and think y'all. So when you think about gematria, numerology, and the symbolism we had to even start mingling with for we can understand each other to even blend in our governments, because we can't get rid of them. Not to say we even looked at it like a problem. They made it a problem, right? The early stages of government and words itself and the religion, it's all the same thing. Like the Catholic Church is the Masonic Lodge. Like us coming with making us English, something like England, but we got to mix with the natives and not disrespect they shit too much and let them keep shit. Once we get too nasty, this become the terms of law too. So you have to be an adult to even speak in law. Like what y'all up under law ain't how the natives even look at law. You see what I'm saying? This is why they even had to create reservations and shit like that. The first Masonic lodges over here had the Constitution was written on a reservation, bitch. Don't let nobody tell you it wasn't. Bitch, in Virginia, Vermont, whatever the fuck that was, bitch, that was a reservation, bitch. Fuck you talking about before we named it reservation. Know what I'm saying? Now, so when you get into Spangler, right? These terms representing meaning, they also going to represent a symbol too. So this help you understand symbolism, because this is what the natives did first anyway. But the symbol had to go beyond the language for us to understand. And then we start to mix more and more in the language, the more and more we interact and migrate and marry into each other to create that marriage concept. Like, y'all don't even understand the original concept of all men from Mars, all women from Venus really mean landmass. They're still in the concept of calling women and men thoughts and feelings and from animism, from the natives. This is what we do. We call stuff motherland and stuff like that. So we consider Venus over here in America. They're considered Mars, Martians, invade. You know what I'm saying? And they consider their women to be weaker and the men to be stronger. And since we named a lot of stuff based off the grandma and the mother and the yaya and stuff, right? The sisters and the young daughters, what we call the sirens, the waterfalls and stuff, that's why they putting it in Apocrypha. The Apocrypha just exposes that it's natives of hobbyism. That's all. And why they're destroying it and stopping their own from doing it on their land, and fake witches and dressing up like they're Gotham to try to act like we're not copying no more, but you know what I'm saying? Because we're killing our own, you see what I'm saying? So when they be Gothic and wear blood on their face and stuff, but that Mars and Venus shit is basically everything native in Europe type concept. So you got to understand it from that. Now, for the most part, I had another point too, but then you got to know what's actually going. Oh yeah, this is my point. You got to know what's actually going on. So George itself represent like law terms and things of that nature. Now, Washington is a mixture of native and that dialect, right? So when you understand, if you still got your own linguistic and you understand how the beginning of the dialect mix, you still got something to compare and contrast to. So when you hear things like George Washington, the native hears that as this is George's fortress. Somebody named George Palace. Somebody, that's Washington Washington itself is law terms and agreements that go back to Europe. So George is also an initiation in Europe and things of that nature. So it could very well be a damn prince or something like that that's named George, but his last name ain't Washington. You see what I'm saying? So whoever was George, Washington, D.C., all the way to California, Washington, or whatever like that, that is owned by George, whoever George is, basically. That's how you got to understand it. You got to look at it like that. Because even when you understand the scripture, Genesis 49 and 50, it's telling you the oaths that they're making to make the 13th house or the 13th thing. 13 is mean, since the natives think about this four world that we made a 4 corner, 12 houses astrology, we're going to make an astronomy to own them and play these faces, put satellites up there and try to control the weather, be the heir to the throne by name, fake heir, be the control the earth, be the base, control the goddamn fire, aka create power and charge up stuff over here, and then create the damn water. It just capitalize off of it and they own it. So now they're selling the water and piping system and taking the water from being free for us now. So it's like fraud. It's like playing out what they think people believe that they think ain't real and acting it out. And then you got Masons in the government now actually doing that for real. You see what I'm saying? It's like that. And then for the most part, they're creating industries around it. But for the most part, it's them trying to just play some type of God or whatever like that. But then when you understand it from that concept, right? This is Europe trying to play God. And then George Washington just means Washington is owned by somebody named George. Washington is like a spell. It's like the W-A point of reference for the first time and stuff, because you got to understand it on symbolism on how the natives and the Masons or the pilgrims is coming to terms agreements. This is why y'all don't understand white and black has nothing to do with ethnicity. It's nationality. Nationality means nation building, colonizing. So it's a colonizing thingy. White is a colonization, black is a colonization. So if you had the Rico, aka if you was the natives here that accepted they shit, you can have the Rico like them. You can accept bargain in exchange and utilize, and you allowed to have slaves like them because you was doing it anyway. They just trying to make everybody do things their way, and when they bring their property. Now, if you're not with it and you're still in some bitching energy like it's your land or something like that, and you ain't trying to mix and mingle, then you have to be the natives that call yourself black, and you have to be with the Jews and everybody else who want to do things more fair, like the Spanglers. So all y'all consider black. They didn't have no name for all the properties yet. They're in the middle of colonizing, right? So by migration and mixing, they start giving y'all names. but they give y'all nationality. Black and white never was. If you was considered black, you can't have the RICO. You have to be treated like the natives that don't agree. And if you're not one of us anymore, if you don't want to do this because you think it's evil. So you want to mix with them nice. You don't want to mix with them in this way. We bringing shit over here, hospital shit over here, and everybody get this shot type shit. You know what I'm saying? So you be the Jew or the Spangler that's got to live amongst the natives and do what the slaves do. Now that's considered white and black. You don't get the RICO. So you're not allowed to have this money that became from it or this bargain. You ain't allowed to have no slaves. So you end up almost getting being a slave. And that's like a native, one of their own kind, like how they early did the Jews. And then the property that they was migrating, bringing on the boats here too. So that'd be like Jamaicans, Haitians, Africans, and things of that nature. And then from those early stages, here's where racism and authorityship started to get real ignorant. And the only people whose government is intact because it's still mixed and mingling is the natives. So we're the only ones in the way from the Spangler and the Russian man from total domination, when we're kind of still at a peaceful stage, but they're developing new techniques. They call it medical practice, technology, putting something in your blood. They still do it to this day. I mean, they call it give you the swine flu shot. It's the same shit. I don't see why y'all don't get it. Y'all need to start listening to natives. Y'all don't even know what's going on American soil. Y'all too busy talking about y'all started something first and not going to y'all land to know where something started first. So you call yourself a dumbass Aboriginal, more Pan-African. Then you think when I say that, that mean you got me in your blood. No, a lot of y'all are Africans and y'all ain't got no native in y'all goddamn ID or nothing like that. The fuck? You don't even understand. So when you understand colonizing white and black, right? It's based upon the checkerboard floor. It's an esoteric witchcraft. It ain't really witchcraft. They stole the concept of what they think witchcraft is, but that's the actual meaning of it. It never meant genealogy. It never meant your DNA. So when you're getting Judaism, Christianity, first it was just Judaism, Catholicism, and then it's you got Masons updating shit to take over more of this land over here as being the extension of Europe. But for the most part, so this is where you start to not get just stars anymore. You get stars and stripes. They only got stripes. They came over here, met stars. So when you see Virgin Mary, see, y'all don't understand it from a government god shit, how the natives and the Masons was understanding shit to even have a government. When you understand astronomy, astrology, and anatomy, the first plagiarism is them not doing the animism and replacing it with their face. So Virgin Mary is really the bear or becoming a raven. And then they play it and say it's them. But it's coming into a new version of something over here in the Western Hemisphere. So astronomy, father, the time, that's fall time. Astrology, the meaning, that's going to the West because they coming from the East. So that's coming to the West. This the West here, right? Then anatomy. Plan that out, becoming a seaman and creating that term seaman and creating y'all weird science and calling everything with generative principle the same thing, giving it different meanings all the way to Adam, Matu. You see what I'm saying? But look, y'all don't understand it from the simple perspective. So now Virgin Mary to them means coming between to the Western Hemisphere physically to experience the sun when it's always up under Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. The owl all the time. The arrow all the time. You know what I'm saying? With the natives represent all the time. That's all in the Bible. Y'all don't understand to read the Bible right. Where the fruit grow all the time. Where the flame get lighted in the night all the time. So when Mary, aka plagiarizing going into the raven, like Ma'at, that they plagiarize Africa, but it's like same shit. But for the most part, it's the thing. They replaced it with Mary as the whore of Babylon or Queen Elizabeth owning this world over here by anatomy and property, right? And creating buildings over here. So the stars at night, nations and stars represent people, but the nations and stars on the West, after you leave Virgo, Virgin Mary, over here, nighttime, even day, even night, 6 p.m., micro, macro, Libra time, fall of Adam, they feel like coming over here is how they feel in the anatomy and the sun in the sky, astronomy and astrology, the fall of Adam. So they name it Adam, and we play out as the egg cells, Venus. They play out as the Martians, Mars. See what I'm saying? Mars, Aries coming in a goddamn Libra, Venus. You get it? You try to say I'm adding to it. No, I'm not. You don't know how your library, Bible, Aries to Libra, Libra, Aries is made. You're retarded. So for the most part, the native understand it. Like the Mason, y'all don't understand it. That's how you know you colonized. But for the most part, here's the thing. Mary, stars over her represent Queen Elizabeth ruling the Indians over here, the natives. India was never represented the natives, Indians. Them are Arabs over there. They're going to different people's land. Y'all in the middle of native genocide. And they brought y'all over here, and they're trying to make y'all think y'all native hobbyism, aboriginals or whatever the case may be, and leaving the actual native in our actual history out, making y'all think so y'all can fight their battle for them, do their dirty bidding, make us try to go back to India. Anytime y'all do shit like y'all did in the early days, befriend us, and if we was playing more energies not liking their shit, they start to look at y'all like, hey, we brought y'all here. Y'all don't like us. Y'all like them better. Well, we put y'all in the same situation as natives. Now they got y'all Africans turning into aboriginals thinking you here first to get rid of Africans, or they got y'all Africans thinking that y'all from that y'all here, but you need to teach that African shit here and not go back to Africa. You see what I'm saying? They got everybody confused. So if you was to do your African history, it start colonizing them, bringing you here. So you got no rulership there. So they just doing it to everybody. They're doing it to everybody. They did it to Haiti. Said they're doing it to themselves. They did it to the Spanglers. Look what the Jews. They doing it to everybody. They're doing it to everybody. Everybody in history got the same starting point. Russian man. Even up top, on top of them, Northern France, they got the same problem. Russian man. And everybody in the world somehow got the same problem. But Prometheus, Seaman, the goddamn Aquaman. Now, why is that? Now, why everywhere in history where there's a problem, man, Aquaman there? Horror man there. Horror man there. Horror film. Getting paid off all the horror film. Why is this? Like, I'm starting to think. Get Chucky dolls now with the knife fight chase. I'm starting to see what this all about. Now, when they say fight chase, that's them going against France and Spanglers and stuff like that. If you got the colonizer mind, you somewhere saying, no, they need God to govern. They made your shit. Shut up. That's your uncle. James is your uncle. They got their foot on your neck. Anytime you get online complaining about Muhammad saving you or Jesus saving you, that's James with his foot on your neck of the woods and make you scream, uncle, uncle, uncle. And James saying he ain't fucking with you. And every time a native start hearing, oh shit, run, give me that shit. Y'all don't understand things in its natural state. I'm going to sip my tea on that, and we're going to go back to some peaceful concepts and back to some real holy knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about real American history right now. All right. We'll talk about some reals. I guess some other stuff in reality, relationships or something like that. While I finish this and see if y'all gonna click the link or not. I ain't trying to reawake nobody traumas. We all got traumas. Hey, ain't just one group of people died. All of us remembering people. And we do not want to go through that again. Trust me. I don't. So when I say trust me, that's not a threat. That's the goddamn it pleading. Let's not do anything and lead into that. Well, I'm saying real shit. Let's be peaceful. We could deal with small little hurricanes every now and then, tornado bots and stuff like that, and the goddamn hormone serum, goddamn mutation juice shots, and goddamn big old birds and rats in New York City and shit like that. We can deal with all that a little bit right now and shit like that in Ghostbuster movies and Secret of the Ooze and shit and Power Rangers and shit coming from space. Right? That's cool. That's cool. Just leave it there, though. Don't take it no other further than that. Just leave it there at this point. Sad. Hey, I got 3 days left. Damn vote. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it gets deep in this goddamn world and shit like that, man. It's crazy and stuff. But I'm glad we all had a better, healthier space for ourselves, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we had a better, healthier space and stuff like that, where at least we got some time and peace and space to think. And y'all got to thank the natives for that, because we still got teepees, houses. Houses is new age teepees. You got a yard, backyard, do a cart. That's peace and space. So your spirit can expand. You're circling out the square a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're not so confined in a square. So your circle then got squared out. So you don't know what else. You think colonize is normal, to the point that you live in New York City. Just you live in New York City, you colonize. You think it's normal, though. You just think, fuck the government, fuck this, that, and third. And don't say that. But you know what I'm saying? But you need to know, like, you probably a little too late. You probably should have said that probably like seven through your grandfather nutsats ago. Like, you're a little too late. Like, they already took over, dude. They took over already, dude. They got mayors. Did Lil Wayne just get a key to his city or something? Like, oh, that's it. Get prepared for Lil Wayne and get ready to go to jail, y'all. Oh, I'm saying. He done got the key to his own jail cell. That's it. Don't y'all notice the horror of Babylon? They think they the Martians, upper triangles, coming down into the inner triangle down here to make the six-pointed star. Hey, we got rid of the natives so we could blend the world together. So that's why they worship the six-pointed star of David and shit. Then they start making rings and Captain Planet cartoons talking about fire, water, wind, earth, all of our might. The goddamn Thanos glove and Michael Jackson in sight. And when we step on a new sidewalk, it's gonna light. That's it. That's all they did. They start creating 4th of July, this celebration parades, getting rid of shit. No, I'm saying that's it. I've been having trauma ever since. I had trauma ever since. Generation curse ever since and shit like that. Oh, I'm saying. Yeah, we was gonna sip our tea and coffee on that and switch the subjects and stuff like that. Switch subjects and subjects of matters and stuff. Learn some good mathematics and A B C D F G H I J. I don't somebody. Oh, sad. Oh, so, but yeah, we got a heavy conjunction in goddamn Sagittarius right now. Y'all need to know that. Heavy conjunction in Sagittarius. Don't get lost in the mind right now. We could get lost in our way of thinking, communicating, and analyzing. Mercury is debilitated. Anytime Mercury is in Sagittarius or Pisces, ain't no good there. So your way of thinking, you getting the wrong idea, you prejudging, and you might somewhere down the line think whatever you created is the shit. No, it ain't. You got the wrong idea. Show somebody it right now. I guarantee they look at you like you need a straitjacket. Guarantee. Guarantee. So this ain't really the time to be go ahead and think things facetiously, you know what I'm saying, facetiously and logistically and stuff, all them L words, you know what I'm saying, logic, linguistic, lagnitude, the reptilian lizard, queen of lizard, bitch. I said a lizard, bitch. I ain't saying, I just put queen in front of it. I said Lucifer, goddamn, y'all lost in love and shit. Y'all lost in something. Y'all lost in lightning. Real shit. Dragon. I say y'all gotta understand, y'all dragons are y'all not humans and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all became dragons in the early 1900s. Y'all became dragons. Not the early 1900s, the early 1200s. Y'all became dragons. Everybody evolved into dragons in about the 12, the back 1200s or something like that. Not the 1200s. I might be saying it wrong. Because it's the 2000. Yeah, 1200s. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, 15. About the 1200s. You know what I'm saying? Y'all evolved into dragons. Y'all became dragons. So when y'all start fucking with fire and shit like that, y'all became dragons. I don't know why y'all still call yourselves humans. That must be Masonic. So damn, how long y'all been upholding y'all Masonic shit? Damn. God damn. Y'all been upholding that shit for a long time. A dragon ain't just no fairy tale. No, that's what your walking star 5-pointed being is, bitch. You a fucking dragon. Get ready to become a 6-pointed atmosphere. Some blended Melchizedek of something. That's actually an organ, not no word Melchizedek. It's the spaceship itself. Like, you're just making a more expanded one in this one. You're kind of a version of that now. Coming from a sea creature to a land creature. Dumbass. Some didn't make that transition right. Look at all the land creatures And what's more intelligent other than the other land creatures? But y'all all was sea creatures first. So the sea creatures is coming after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's still all the same reality, different existences though. So if you ain't becoming a healthy atmosphere, yeah, you still coming along with us. And this what beyond native. This is what Uriel trying to tell y'all. Yeah, it's the same reality. I mean, same existence here, different reality. So yeah, you might get out the water and come into this new air, right? That don't mean you about to be some human-like thing that you compare some human-like thing now, like atmospheres, like angels and shit like that. You might be a snake walking on your belly. How snakes look there. Now you need to have some starting point to understand that this is a dragon, so you don't produce that. But there's many of those things there. I got videos about this where I try to play on y'all spookiness a little bit, but it's truth to it. I think it's my live stream. We live in a water snake. It's just enough sci-fi in it for you to make something out of it. But then when you get to the ocean, start making your own cup. I don't got to delete nothing. All my shit's classics. All my shit's classics. It's like you on some type of stairway to heaven on my live stream. That's why shame on the government and the FBI and the CIA for giving me strikes for stuff I don't do, like cyberbullying and stuff like that. This is like the holiest channel in the goddamn world. No matter how I'm coming, you got to have a bias to hate this. How you hating God's holy children? That don't make no sense. It don't make sense. It has to be some narcissism there that even like it. There's always some liking quality when it comes to God's children, the holy ones. There's never no real hatred there. That's impossible. Or you just really hate yourself. I can only mirror you. I'm the only reality version mirror. Like I don't know how to do nothing else. I could be minding my own business, doing something that's destroying a person's mental world. I never knew what I was doing, but that's how we had to wake back up. That's God's children. You don't hate on gosh. Don't hate on the great spirit's children. Don't do that. It's not healthy. And you might think you healthy fit physically. Trust me, somewhere down the line, you're not going to take that good healthy physically with you to go where I'm talking about that's unhealthy. Trust me. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Flight boss, bitch, you know. For sure. You're now listening to the Mind of Terry's Moon. I'm the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. I'm gonna put on that. Well, I said I'm initiating everybody into the new holy family. And whoever gonna be my next child, next children.